Hi guys and welcome to today's video. Today I have something exciting, something very exciting. I actually mentioned this in my wish list video, so if you want to go check that out, I'll link that up in the eye. The eye? Which one is it? I think it's over here. I mentioned that I placed an order with Glaminatrix Cosmetics simply because I wanted that Nocturnal palette, okay? It was no surprise I wanted that Nocturnal palette. I wanted it as soon as it released. I didn't quite catch the first release of it, but I did catch the second one, and then I was like, I'm gonna get it, so I did. And I also got some other goodies. So I haven't got any eyeshadow on today. I want to play around with some makeup. I want to film a few videos today, so I want it to look really cute, and I want to swatch everything that I've got and just kind of give you my first impressions of the brand and what I think, and just pour over these beautifulnesses. So yeah, if that sounds like a little bit of you, then keep on watching. I've got to say that everything is packed super duper well. Everything came in like a bubble wrap bag, and the box itself had some paper packaging, but I just took that out because I didn't like the scrunchy sound of it. But this is the Nocturnal palette. It just looks like this. This is what the outer packaging looks like. I'm sure you've seen it by now, but like I just want to give you my impressions on it. I've also got my window open, so sorry if you can hear passing cars. My hair's a bloody mess today. Sorry if you can hear passing cars, but it's a little bit hot in this room, and I will actually die of heat stroke if I don't have a window open. Right, so this is the unicarton for it. So getting straight into the packaging, I actually haven't opened this yet. I'm very, very keen. I literally got this parcel maybe a couple of days ago, and I just went in there to check that everything was there. I haven't actually opened anything. So if anything's broken, I'm going to be very upset. So this is what the palette looks like. This is what the Nocturnal palette looks like. It's all kind of imprinted or indented. I don't know if you can see that. And it looks really, really nice. It reminds me of the Natasha Denona palettes that are stitched, like Metropolis, the Lila, the Sunset, or the Sunrise, can't remember. Sunset palette. It reminds me of those sort of palettes. I'm going to just open it like this, just in case anything is broken. Yes, it's not. Okay, happy days, happy days. This is what the palette looks like inside. You have a mirror as well. Really, really pretty. I think these are all magnetic as well. Let me get my little magnet. Do you know what? Everyone keeps calling this a tool, and it makes me laugh so much because this is literally a magnet that I broke off of one of our fridge magnets. Well, it was a fridge magnet that was broken, and instead of throwing the magnet away, I was like, that'll come in handy, and I just stuck it to this metal tool that's actually meant for like taking things out of a palette, and I created a magnet tool. I created something. So I think these are magnetic. Let me just... Are they magnetic? I don't want to ruin the palette. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Nothing's written on the back of them, so you would not be able to identify the shadows once they come out, but that's okay. I don't mind. Like, I've got a couple of don't want to break this. I've got a couple of eyeshadows that don't necessarily have the names on the back of the pans, and when I want to take them out and stuff, I just get a Sharpie and I'll write like a G for Glaminatrix, and then I'll write the name of the shadow. It's just so that I remember where it comes from. Usually 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty good at remembering what shades came from where, especially when they're like this, like they're so obvious, and it's nothing I really own from another palette, you know. It's quite easily identifiable. So should we get into swatching? Should we get into swatching? I'm not going to live swatch it because it just takes ages to live swatch it, but I'm just going to swatch them on the back of my hand like I always do, and I always just do like swirl, 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 and then one stroke. So I'll tell you if I had to build any of them up, but I'm going to just go away and swatch them on the back of my hand just to kind of make this video not 1,000 years long. And here are the swatches of the palette. I'm not gonna lie, I did have to do 2 passes of each of these shadows, and I had to go back and forth to really build them up. I wouldn't say that this palette or this formula, or necessarily this palette, swatches well. It doesn't swatch badly. I just say it took me a little bit to swatch them. That is obviously not indicative of the formula on the eyes at all. The colours themselves, beautiful. Like honestly, like look at those shimmers. They look stunning. The mattes are really, really lovely. I feel like it's the sort of formula that goes better on the eyes than it does swatching. You know, when I swatched this purple one, for example, I went over that three and a bit times. Like I just touched up a little bit on the corners, but it did not swatch very well. However, I can tell it's gonna be this sort of formula that goes on very like blendable, like it blends very well on the eyes. So I'm not poo-pooing this yet at all. I think the colours are absolutely stunning. The shimmers themselves, I'll just come back to it just to kind of rotate it. You've actually got a couple of duochromes. They're all kind of duochromy metallics, and the mattes are really, really lovely and complement all the shimmers as well. It's really, really nice, okay? It's really, really nice, and I'm very excited to get it onto my eyes. It just didn't swatch as creamy as I thought they would. They're very much a powder shadow. That's not a problem. It's just nice to know these things before you put them on your eyes. Okay, let me wash this off and then I'll show you what else I got before I start applying. The next thing that I picked up was actually another palette. I really wish that I'd picked up the Nearly Natural palette. I picked up the Silent Night palette. Now, I'm not sure if this is limited edition or not. This came out Christmas. It might have been the Christmas before last, actually. I don't think it was last Christmas, or maybe it was last Christmas. I can't remember. But this came out at Christmas time. Obviously, it is a Christmas palette. And you know, you just kind of get the feeling, like, if I don't order it now, I just have this feeling that I'm never going to be able to order it again. And I'm just like, not really up for that. So I picked it up. It is a different size to the Nocturnal. There we go, you can kind of see it's a different size to Nocturnal. It kind of is in keeping with the height, it's just a different length. I think the packaging is really cute as well. It's very like dark and smoky, but equally it's like very festive as well. Very, very sweet. Let's get inside of it. Again, let me just double check that there's nothing broken. No, we're looking good, okay. The packaging is different from the Nocturnal. It's just like this sort of shiny cardboard, I suppose you could say. It does feel very weighty, it does feel very luxurious. They're just very different, and I don't mind that from a brand, you know. I don't mind when things are a bit different. I don't mind when the palettes are all different. It's nice. It just doesn't look as nice as when everything's all the same, but you know, it doesn't matter. Inside the palette it looks like this. You do have another mirror there as well, and you get 8 shades. They're really, really sweet. You've got loads of duochromes in there and 4 mattes. I think it's 4 mattes and 4 metallics, or shimmers, whatever you want to call them. So let's swatch this up. It looks really, really lovely. That balls shade looks like a little bit of me, I'm not gonna lie. Interestingly, this swatched like a freaking dream. This palette swatches how I thought the Nocturnal would swatch. The Nocturnal felt a little bit more hard pressed, like I had to dig in a little bit more. Again, like I said, it's not indicative for what it's going to be on the eyes, but this was so buttery, so creamy. Like, these are one dip swatches, and this is exactly how I thought the Nocturnal was going to swatch. Those 2 duochromes, like that balls shade right there. Is my camera going to focus? Hello. Like, oh my gosh, it's not even coming off on camera. Like, honestly, it's not even coming off on camera how beautiful that is. It's like this sky blue, pink to green. Absolutely stunning. And these are so, like, honestly, this whole palette is beautiful. The kind of primary colours here in the mattes, the blue, the red, the green, are actually quite interesting because I wouldn't say they necessarily complement some of the shades, but I think it could be really interesting. Really interesting. I actually like this eyeshadow palette. It's sort of eyeshadow palette I'd wear to work as well. Like, it's kind of just fun, but it's really, really shimmery and really just different. I really like this. This is what the palette looks like after swatching it. I don't know if you can tell, but like those metallics just look creamy, but not like a cream, just creamy and buttery, and they're really nice. That balls shade is immense. It's just not going to pick up on camera how awesome that is. Look at that. And those are really, even the other ones, they're so, so nice. This is like the formula I thought the Nocturnal was going to be, if I'm honest. So I've got one more thing, and it'd be interesting to see what the consistent formula is like, because I'm wondering if the Nocturnal, because there was so many and so much hype, if it just got pressed a little bit quickly and a little bit too firmly. But like I said, it might be fine once I actually start getting into it and applying it on the eyes. I might not even be able to tell. So let's wash this off, even though I really don't want to, because I have one more thing that I ordered. So I ordered one more thing, and it was a little bundle of some iridescent shadows. So in this bundle you get 6 iridescent eyeshadows. So they all look white, but they all flip a different colour, and I thought this was really interesting. I don't necessarily own singles like this apart from my Cleona ones. I own a few, well, I do own quite a few Cleona ones, but I don't own any from Glaminatrix. So I thought, why not try it? It was pretty expensive. Like, I probably wouldn't recommend spending how much I've spent on some single eyeshadows, and they do all look white, but they should all flip different colours, and I thought this would be a really amazing thing to put in my DIY palette and to kind of like change up a look without giving necessarily a base. So yeah, let me put them all in order, and then I'll swatch them all in order, and I'll do a live swatch of these, because I'm really confused out of the 2 different formulations between the Nocturnal and the, what was it called, the Jingle Bells. What was this palette called? The Silent Night. I'm a bit confused about the difference of that formula. So let's open them up. It just comes in a little slip, just like a lot of single eyeshadows do, to be honest, just like this. And of course they are magnetic, so they can go in a palette like this, which is what I'm planning on doing. So this is IS1. I'm gathering it's probably for Iridescent Shimmer one. See, this just feels completely different to the Nocturnal. I think Nocturnal's the anomaly here, which is interesting. So this is IS1. Wow, that's pretty. Let me just neaten up my shadow. I'm not adding any more. I'm just kind of sort of like pressing out and just neatening up my swatch. These are blinding, damn. I've just turned my brightness down a slight bit just so you can kind of see the shift on it. But that is kind of got like an orangey shift and like nothing of a base. I mean, I know you can kind of see a bluey base there, but it's honestly, when I look at it in my skin, it's not really a base. But this is an orange to green flip. You might not be able to see the green. That bluiness is probably what you're seeing as part of the green, but it's an orange to green flip there. Really, really pretty and shiny. Okay, we've then got IS2, which looks much more bluey green in the pan. Oh my God, look at that. It's like a little firelight. And this is IS2. Again, I'm just gonna clean up my swatch, not adding any more on, but when I'm doing this, it's like a bit of a funny angle. So interestingly, from your angle, you see more of a yellow. I see more of a greeny blue, like with a tinge of purple in there. So I see more of a bluey shade. You probably see, you can see like pink and yellow, which is interesting, because I can't see that. I can see the yellow, but I can't see the pink in it. But I can see a bluey, greeny, flash yellow, but wow, look how bright and fun these are. Like, can you imagine just like a little bit of bronzer pushed through the crease and one of these just all over the lid? I think that'd be sensational. When I tilt my hand like that, you can really see that burnt orange in there and that bright yellow there. We then have IS3, and I honestly cannot tell. This kind of looks pinky. Oh, it's so beautiful. So IS3, oh, it's kind of green. Okay, let me just, sorry, I know you probably want the live swatch, but it's a really weird angle for me to swatch. So you can see the green, I can see literal vibrant pink. I can see literally, all I can see is pink. In the reflection of my mirror, I can see the green, but when I look at it, I can see the pink tone. I don't know if you'll be even able to see it. So far, you can kind of see that what you see here, which is that like orange, yellow, green. When I look at it on my hand, I see yellow, green, pink. So really cool. Ah, oh, look at these, I love it. The next one we have is IS4. This one kind of reminds me a little bit of like balls in the Silent Night shade. Wow, it's got a lot of pink in it. You can even see that in the monitor there, it's got a lot of pink in it. We'll swatch it right here. Whoa! Oh, can you see how, no you can't. Okay, it's flashing bright pink, like fuchsia. Damn! Oh my God, these are so pretty. Worth every penny. Can you see the pink? I really hope you can see it. You can see a little bit of the blue there when I tilt it, but that is screaming pink and you literally cannot see it in the monitor. I think it's because of the studio lights. In a minute I'll turn all of my lights off, but can you see that pink there on my finger? It's like really, really vibrant pink. That is awesome. Wow, okay. We then have IS5. I'll be honest, all I can see in this one is pink, so I'm not too sure what this is going to serve us. This looks just bright pink again, so hopefully it's not too similar. Oh, this is like a lavender. Ooh. Hopefully you can be able to see the lavender purple. Like I said, I'll turn my like studio lights off in a minute so you can just see the natural light of it hit. It will be really dark, but you might be able to see the reflex a bit more. That's really lavender for me. Don't know if that's doing it any justice, but wow. Okay, so it's like lavender flips like a yellowy shade, like a yellowy peachy shade for me. Really pretty, look at this. Oh, I feel like a unicorn. And this one is IS6. Kind of looks a little bit blue from where I'm sitting. Oh, it's just like silvery white, that's interesting. Ooh, what is this shade? What is it? It's like, oh, it is blue. It's like a really blue silver though. Do you see what I mean? Like it looks silver, but honestly, like I can kind of see a bit of blue in it when I hold my hand like this. I can see blue in it. Let's turn off the studio lights so you can see it a bit better. Alexa, studio lights off. Ooh, can you see the reflex a little bit more? Like you can see what I'm talking about those vibrant colours. I really hope you can see it. Just kind of the shimmeriness of it. I know it's not focused, it's because the camera doesn't know what to do because it's dark, but interesting. Oh, look at them. Oh, stunning. Yeah, these are really, really pretty, and I feel like on top of any look, like colour, no colour, you know, whatever, these are gonna just be this showstopper and be so pretty on the eyes. Just literally patted across the entire eyelid with just something in the crease, very soft and subtle, and just let this be blown out all over the lid. That'd be stunning. So wowee. And they all fit in this tiny, I mean this is a very dirty palette, they all fit in this tiny little Nabla palette very well. I probably could squeeze like one more shadow in here if I wanted to, but or maybe not, I don't know. I'm very happy. So that's IS 1 to 6. They all look really, really pretty. I've got the Nocturnal palette here and the Silent Night palettes. This is my haul. Now, what do I want to apply? I said I'd want to apply the Nocturnal palette, but now I'm like, so no, let's apply this. Let's apply this. Okay, I think just to save a bit of time, what I might do is just zoom you in and apply the eyeshadows and just point to them. Otherwise then I'm just sitting here talking and it would just be much quicker. Just put some nice music on it. I'll point to the shades and just kind of show you what I'm doing because I have no idea what I want to do yet. So yeah, I think I want to do that. Okay, this is the final look. I've just put a bit of setting spray on just because my skin was a bit dry. This is the final look. I don't know what you guys think. The lashes that I've got on are is it the Shorty or the Chica? Hang on. They're the Shorty lashes by Colourpop. Not a fan of... Colourpop lashes are nice, but I feel like they're not very nice in the inner corner, so I like to make them half lashes. I haven't done that with these ones yet, so they're a little bit blunt on the inner corner, but I really, really like this, and this is lovely. It's very blown out, very blue. Let me zoom out. Honestly, how many of you thought I was going to go for the murky greens? Honestly, go on, raise your hand if you thought I was going to go for the murky greens, and I actually went for the blue and purple. I haven't done the blue and purple look for a while, so I was like, hell, why not? Let's do it. I really like the quality of these. The mattes were a tiny bit difficult to blend, if I'm perfectly honest. I wouldn't say... Ooh, I'd say if you're not experienced with makeup and you don't apply makeup that often, I'd say the mattes are a little bit tricky to blend. I'd say overall the palette is lovely, the colours are beautiful, the shimmers are beautiful, everything's lovely, but it was a tiny bit difficult to use. I'm wondering if the other two, or like the singles and the Silent Night would be the same, because this feels like a different formula. It feels like a completely different formula. It feels like the sort of formula that I'm used to from indie brands in the sense of very pigmented, very creamy, very easily blendable. I did find this, if I'm being perfectly honest, a little bit tricky to blend. I'm not sure why. I don't know if anyone else has had that problem. Very, very pigmented. Everything's very pigmented, and it did blend well. I got this, you might have seen me just get a blank brush. It does look grubby, but I just got a plain brush and I just started doing little circular motions to blend out, to not add another colour, because everything is so pigmented. It's lovely. I got it on my fingers, it works nice. I would say to pick up the shimmers or the iridescent shades, whatever you want to call them, on a dampened brush or with your finger. They work better that way. Overall, I really like my look. It's really nice. I like it. I'm actually really excited to get into the Silent Night and my iridescent shadows here. I might try these iridescent shadows, like I said, like at work, not at work, but when I go to work, just applying a bronzer or something nice through the crease, like a nice pinky shade or something, and then just plopping one of these on top. I think that would look really nice. But overall, I'm really happy with the look. The lashes are a little bit much, but you know, whatever. Sometimes it's nice to be a little bit much, and I'm very happy with it. I think it's cute. I'm definitely going to order from them again. I really want that Nearly Natural palette. I really, really want that. And I've seen a few sneak peeks of some other palettes that they're going to be releasing later on this year as well. So I might wait to kind of assess the situation. I'm trying not to buy too much. Before I started doing my wish list, I'd already purchased it. So I was kind of like, okay, this is the last purchase. And then I'm going to go back to the wish list again because I was buying too much makeup. So yeah, I'll definitely pick up the Nearly Natural at some point and whatever palettes they have on offer. The singles, if I am perfectly honest, the singles are very expensive. I think they're about £12 a shadow, so you know, it's pretty spenny. So you are better off money wise getting a palette that's already been built for you. It does work out a bit cheaper. So I'm really excited about this. Obviously it's just a first impression and I will be trying this formula again. I'm excited to kind of give you a proper thought about it. If you want an update about those shadows, just let me know. I'd kind of like to start doing that, some more like updated ranking situations of palettes that I have properly used. Please let me know if you've ever tried Glaminatrix cosmetics, what you think, what your thoughts are on the Nearly Natural palette, if you've tried anything else from the past. I'd really like to know. But thank you guys so much for watching. That has been today's video. So thank you so much. Thumbs this video up if you have enjoyed. Hit the subscribe button and ring the bell because then you'll be notified of all the videos I upload. I upload about 3 to 4 times a week, so yeah, ring the bell and subscribe for more of me. Thank you so much once again. Talk to you down below and take care, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!